What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ariel, and welcome back to the Takeoff show. This is episode 7. That's right, episode 7. So we've been going 7 weeks strong, right? And also for all of you guys who are Bible believers, 7 is the number of completion, which is the amount of time it took the Creator to create everything that we see in the world today. 7 days. In 6 days, he made everything. In 7, he completed and he took his rest, right? So everything was completed in 7 days. Just a little biblical fact before we get into the show. And today we're going to talk about decision making, because decision making is a critical part of your lifestyle. Yes, decision making contributes to your lifestyle. The amount of poor decisions you make will equal a poor life. The amount of good decisions you make will equal a good life. Why? Because decisions determines destiny. Your decisions will determine your destiny, right? So if you are destined to be an athlete, if you're destined to be an entertainer, if you're destined to be an entrepreneur, if you're destined to be a teacher, if you're destined to be a fashion designer, if you're destined to be a construction management, if you're destined to be in whatever industry you want to be in, your decisions is going to determine your destiny. Your decisions are going to determine your destiny. And making decisions is not as easy as people think, because if making decisions was so easy, everybody would be making great decisions in their finances, in their personal life, in their social life, in their spiritual life, right? If people decided to pray more, there'll probably be a better connection with them and their Creator, right? If people decided to save more, they'll probably be more financially literate. If people decided not to hang out with friends who do things contrary to their goals, contrary to their destiny, contrary to their way of life and their morality, then people will have a lot healthier relationships. But these decisions aren't being made, right? So you see people ending up in a bad situation because they made a bad decision, right? The quality of our lives depends on the quality of the decisions we make. So we've got to make good decisions. And today we're going to talk about 3 ways to help you make good decisions, because I want everybody to be a good decision maker. I want everyone to be able to critically think and analyze their situation so that they can make the best decision possible for their lives, right? So let me get this out of here. And one way to make a good decision is to write out the pros and cons, right? So you just get a piece of paper, split it down the middle, write the pros, write the cons, right? So let's say in this example, we're going to apply for a new job, right? And we want to know, is this a good decision for me to get this job, or should I stay in my regular position at the job I am at, right? So one thing you could look at is the salary, right? Let's say the salary. At one job, you're making $60K. At the other job you're currently at, you're making $50,000, right? So the new job has $60,000. The current job has $50,000. So one of the pros would be the higher salary, right? You get a higher salary. But a con would be that you will have a new work environment. That could be a pro or a con, depending on the environment you have right now. Let's say that you want a new job because the environment at your current job sucks. Your employees are terrible. Your boss is terrible. You don't like where you work. You don't like who you work with. It's so much gossip. It's so much chatter, right? So you want a new environment. So, we gotta swing that around to fit the to fit the scenario, because let's say the new environment offers you a healthier, unhealthier workspace, right? Because you don't know what you're going to get. Let's say you're at your current job and you actually enjoy your environment. So then a new environment will be a con, but the higher salary will be a pro. Let's say this new job is further away, right? Let's say this new job is further away. So it's a longer drive time. That's a con, because this new job is 30 minutes, right? But your old job is 15 minutes away from your house. So it's closer to your house. So a con would be the longer drive, right? That would also add to more gas. So that will also be a con, because that takes away from your higher salary. Because at 50,000, you were saving more gas, but at 60,000, you're going to be spending more gas. So let's say you spend an extra $1,000 on gas. Now your salary is really 59,000 instead of 60,000, right? Let's say another pro for this new job would be a new boss, right? Your friend told you about this job. He said the boss is great and you guys will get along awesome, right? So you will put that as a pro. So this is just a quick example of how to use pros and cons in your decision-making process to see what is the best outcome for you, right? Does this job help with your family life? Does this job help with your children's life? Does this job take away from you spending time with your children? Does this job give you more financial freedom to spend time with your children? Do you fit the job description? Do you feel like this job is better suited for you, right? So you have to weigh all of these things and write down your pros and cons list to make sure that you are happy with your decision. And you want to make sure that your pros outweigh your cons, because if the cons outweigh the pros, then you don't want to make that decision, because then you're going to be upset, right? Because life is not all about the money. Yeah, it might be a higher paying job, but what if you got to work 80 hours? That means you got to take that hours away from your family. So definitely got to be conscious and aware of these things when making the decision, right? Also, decision making number 2 is ask for help, right? You gotta ask for help. Ask, right? Because a closed mouth don't get fed. Literally, if you try to feed yourself with a closed mouth, you'll be getting mess all over your face, mess all over the table, mess all over the floor, trying to eat with a closed mouth. So you gotta ask. You gotta ask a family member, a friend, a coach, a mentor, someone who you trust, someone who has experience in that area, someone who can help you make a better decision, so that you won't have to go through all of the pitfalls and the downside to taking on this new journey or this new entrepreneurial endeavor or this new job or this new social relationship, whether it's with, someone you're dating, or whether it's with a new friend who you go to the gym with, etc., right? You always got to ask for help, because they can give you information you do not have. They can give you little nuances that are probably not inside of a book or not inside of a course or whatever, because it's coming from their own personal experience. So they have little nuances that can help you make a better decision. So always ask. Always ask questions. Don't be afraid. Put your pride to the side. Put your ego to the side, because I know asking for help sometimes may make you feel like you are less than. It may make you feel like you don't know what you're talking about. It may make you feel embarrassed and make you feel ashamed of yourself. Like, oh, I should know this information and I shouldn't be asking this question, right? But there's no such thing as a dumb question, right? And for those who really care about you, they're not going to try to make fun of you because of the question. They're going to actually want to answer your question. 9 times out of 10, people want to help you as much as you want to ask, right? If you ever went into the grocery store and asked somebody, do you know where this is on, or what aisle this is in? They never say, shut up and get out of my face. I don't want to talk to you. They never say nothing like that. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be extremely happy to help you. They're going to be extremely happy that you asked them, right? You're going to spark conversation and they're going to try their best to figure it out. That's how it works. But for some reason, we've convinced ourselves that we can't talk to strangers, or that we can't have conversations with people we don't know, and we can't ask for help because we think something's going to go wrong. But 9 times out of 10, people want to help you. People want to help you. So ask questions, because people want to talk and you need help and they want to help. So it's a win-win situation. And lastly, just to finish this thing off, right? Get a book. You got to get a book. Get a book, get information, however you get the information, whether it's an article, right, on Google or YouTube. Get the information. So the third way to make a good decision is to get a book. Get a book on starting your entrepreneurial journey. If you're a beginning entrepreneur and you want to learn more about entrepreneurship, get a book that helps you with a beginning entrepreneur so you can get the information that can help you make a decision on whether you want to actually be an entrepreneur or not. What if you want to make a decision on, cooking, right? Whether you want to cook a certain meal, right? Get the information. Go online, get the ingredients, see how long it's going to take, see what kind of pots you're going to need, see what kind of pans you're going to need, see how high you got to heat it, see how high you got to leave it alone, right? Get the information, because then the information will help you make a better decision or a better meal in this case, right? When you get a recipe that can help you instead of just doing things on your own. And lastly, YouTube is always a great spot for information. Be a YouTube scholar, be a Google scholar, right? YouTube University. Make sure you always are watching a video to help you get more information, to help you get more experiences from other people so that you don't have to make a mistake. What do they say? A wise man learns from the mistakes of others, and average man learns from his own mistakes, right? Don't learn from your own mistakes only. Of course, you're going to go through your own experiences. Yes, you're going to make some messes. Yes, you're going to fail. Yes, you're going to get some things wrong, and learn from it. Learn from it for sure. But save yourself the time and energy by learning from someone else who went down that path. We are not supposed to continually make the same decisions, bad decisions, when we have access to information to make good decisions, right? I have 2 children. My children are not going to make the same mistakes as me at the level of the mistakes I made because I was uninformed and I had no guidance and I had no role model. I had no mentor to help me. But I'm going to be the guide. I'm going to be the instructor. I'm going to be the teacher. I'm going to be the trainer. I'm going to be the coach to my children. So they're not going to have to make the same mistakes I made. They're going to learn from my mistakes so that they can take themselves to the next level faster. Each one teach one. We are supposed to help people get to the next level. We're not supposed to watch them fall, watch them fail, watch them slip, watch them mess up, and then just leave them there. No, if we can help it, we're supposed to give them a route to success faster. That's how we pass down generational wealth. That's how we pass down businesses. That's how we pass down love. That's how we change the world, by changing ourselves and then teaching someone else so they don't have to go through the decisions that we made. So we spent some time today talking about making better decisions, right? We gave you 3 ways to help you make better decisions in your life. So make sure you guys share this video with a family member or a friend, right? Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Instagram. Make sure if you watch this video, leave a like or a comment or a thumbs down if you didn't like the video, right? I just want to know what you guys think as I continue to make these videos so that I can continue to serve you the best way possible. And remember, a closed mouth don't get fed. So make sure you leave a comment just to say you like the information, or if you didn't, I totally appreciate it. It is the Takeoff with your boy Ariel. Hoping that you guys have a great takeoff in your personal life, your professional life, or your social life, wherever it is you guys are currently at in your journey. You guys have a great rest of the day. Peace.